toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. Five-yard line.
Let's go!
Their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Check right 54. Right 54. Bend it. Bend it. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Kill. Check 24. Check 24. Cut.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now this one complete on the slant route. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go. 180. 54. 21. Under 10.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. On first down, Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn to either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He can't hang.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He finds Robinson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Garoppolo already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Black 80. Mike 54. Go, go, go. Stay hot. 54. Stay hot.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
It's a jet sweep. Sanders. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throwing on second and 14. Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
And again this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
How about the throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To throw is Wilson. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. It's a gain of 12, first down, Seahawks.
A gain of 12 yards. And that's good for a 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, right there, 54 Mike. And let's get this,
Play action. It's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now it's Wilson. Complete to Dorsett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the out with your scheme. Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. 26 yards on the play there. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
It's 4th down.
And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard
line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Single, slot.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Wilson on the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Go, 14. Alert.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Here we go. What? 56, right there, 56. I'm on. What?
They go play action with Wilson. Steps away. He'll try and run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback. but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Just like that.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Open man is Ross, complete. 25 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo taking a shot for, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A good pickup there at 22.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11. White.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And Robinson with a big catch. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Coleman. And nothing nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a very short kick, taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he's going to find his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Wilson to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. Lock.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. There's Garoppolo to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And it was the Saints that wound up winners in that one. Drew Brees, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.